Wednesday morning, and a different kind of Wednesday here on the Wake Up Show. Of course, we're at our annual food drive that's going on at the best little pawn shop at the corner of 281 and 9th Street in Marble Falls, and we're going to be here all day long. And, of course, today is also Picayune Wednesday, which means the latest edition of the Picayune is out and about. And with us this morning, as always, is the editor of the Picayune, Daniel Clifton. Hi, Daniel.
Morning, everybody.
Cold enough for you?
A little bit, isn't it? Nippy. Nippy.
Yeah, a little nippy.
Jack Frost is showing up for the food drive.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And well, you and I both are enjoying what the wind blew in, too.
Oh, those allergies, yeah.
Allergies, yeah.
Something came in.
Yeah, well, this weather, though, we don't have to really worry about it being non-perishable food items.
That's right.
We can keep it cold all day long.
Yeah.
Good point.
So bring your hot dogs. We'll have them ready for you.
So bring those food items by. We're going to be here, as we said, till about 3 o'clock today, collecting those. And also, we're in our Burnet Studios. Ben Shields, who we've been talking to this morning, he's up there collecting for LACare. And y'all have got a story in this week's edition of the Picayune about LACare.
Yeah, LACare stands for Lake Area Care. How about you? Did y'all know that?
Oh,
I did not know that.
That's how that came to be.
Yeah, it took
I always thought it was like a French way of saying care.
I did too for a long time. I thought, wonder what that, because it's LACare. LACare.
Yeah.
It stands for something, actually, and it was started in like in the 80s by a handful of churches.
Well.
And as outreach ministry, and over the years, more have joined up to support it, and it serves hundreds of families in the northern Burnet County area every month. And it's growing. The need is there.
The need is definitely there. That's why we're asking you to drop off those food donations today for LACare in the Burnet area at our Burnet Studios downtown, or here in Marble Falls for the Marble Falls Helping Center. Both great places, but you can read all about what LACare does for the area, Lake Area Care.
Yeah.
See, it's an educational show, folks.
It is, yeah.
How many years have you lived here and didn't know that?
Did not know that.
Me too.
Now we do. So make those donations and read the story in this week's edition of the Picayune. Also, a big story in the this week's edition. Could we be getting a conference center here in Burnet County?
Well, that's what we're looking at. I mean, it's really in the feasibility stage right now. They're sending some surveys out.
Is this the property that's along Lake Marble
No,
Falls?
it's separate. This is totally different. This hasn't anything to do with that property. Whether that comes into play down the road, we don't know. But that's totally a different issue or different part of the EDC in Marble Falls. But what this started was Donna Klager, the county judge, had been hearing from folks about the need for a convention conference center. And about 6 or 7 months ago, the group sat down, Burnet City, people from Burnet, Marble Falls, the chambers, the 2 EDCs, and the county, and just to look at it. And so they got together with a consulting firm has come in to kind of start a survey, and just to look at the groundwork, where we're at, if there's a need, how big of a convention or conference center they'd be looking at. Because some of these can be pretty big conference centers, and is that probably not something we'd need here, but
you never know, though, because this is such a great destination,
and it's growing.
I could see conferences wanting to come here.
Yeah, and
you
got the lakes and you got the areas, and there's a lot to do here. So for a conference or a convention center bringing people in, there's a lot of things for them to do, and what a great place to do it.
Wouldn't it be cool if Comic-Con came here?
Would that be wonderful? But I heard on the morning show it lives here every day.
Yeah, that's true.
You're kind of getting the cart before the horse here, I think, aren't you? Let's wait until it happens, but you can read all about it, the possibility of a conference center in the area, this week's edition of the Picayune. And, we were talking about Burnet LACare earlier, but how about them Burnet Bulldogs?
Man, back in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're going to the playoffs, and you've got a story about that in this week's edition.
Yeah, Jennifer Fierro highlights what's going on, where they're playing, who they're playing. The Taylor Ducks.
The Ducks.
On Friday.
Ducks.
I know. That's an interesting name, too, right there, isn't it? The Taylor Ducks. But they're playing at the Kelly Reeves Stadium, Memorial Stadium over in Round Rock at 7:30, I believe, on Friday night.
Yeah.
Jennifer highlights some of the ins and outs of this coming game in the Picayune.
Yep.
And of course, we're going to be gearing up and getting ready for that game with the Fireside Rally, right?
Yeah, it's Thursday night Fireside Rally in Burnet.
All right,
and
also then the game will be broadcast right here on KBEY Friday night. So Burnet Bulldog fans, make sure you're listening for that. All right, all of that and more in this week's edition of the Picayune. Daniel Clifton, editor of the Picayune, as always. Thanks for coming in here on this cold Wednesday morning and talking to us. And tell everybody, if they're not getting the Picayune, how to go about doing that.
Well, you call up at the office at 830-693-7152 and ask the ladies up front to get you on the list, and we'll get that out to you.
All right, and as always, remember the Picayune is free. Thank you, Daniel.
All right, stay warm.